writing songs is cheaper than going to therapy.
And how was it for you to see him going down like that because of the drugs?
It's probably one of the worst experiences of my life. I mean, I'm very lucky that I don't have an addictive personality, so I never got into the drugs thing. But you know, the best thing I could do was try to help him through it. You know, there was nights when it was at its worst, I'd wake up 2-3 times a night on the bus and just roll him over, make sure he was breathing, and stick my finger under his nose. And it was a very dark time for me as well. But I was proud of him because he kicked it himself, and he knew that that's what he needed to do, and he needed to be a father, and he wanted to live, even beyond being a father, which is the most important thing in his life. He knew that in order to continue, he had to stop. It was bad, and I can't say that I'm the most proud of him. I mean, he's my brother, and we've been together for 10 years, so we've been through the worst and the best together, and it just keeps getting better. So I'm just proud of him. I'm glad he's healthy and happy again.
Okay, yeah. And you have a son. I guess you say you're not very proud of your history of drugs and things like that. But are there some other things that you would never tell your son?
Oh, I'm going to tell him every single thing about my drug addiction. I'm going to tell him too when he's old enough that he saved my life, because he saved me from my vanity and my selfishness. So I'm going to let him know, exactly what he did for me, and I'll never hide anything from my boy.
You can't, because they're either going to learn it the hard way or the easy way.
I would
just let him know.
I'd rather him just come to me with anything. He will always, because I mean it'll be instilled in him not only through me but from his mother, to never hold anything back. If you got something you need to talk about, or you want to get something off your chest, or if you don't understand something, no matter what it is, he should always be able to not feel embarrassed ever with me. He should always be able to just say what's on his mind. That's the only way that I think that you can have a true relationship with your offspring.
This the latest record is really a reflection of that period, and you wrote the things to help yourself.
Right.
Are you already busy with some new ideas for a fourth record, or?
Well, Eric, our bass player, he's doing he's trying to do he's demoing like a song a week. So there's a lot of music being written. I think he's up to like 20 songs right now, like fully demoed. He's probably the one out of all of us that's like, in there writing right now the most, like musical, the laying down.
I can't focus like that.
I can't focus when I'm on the road. I'm
exactly.
It's not a very inspirational.
It's just not conducive. The way me and him work is
I like to get off the road and reflect on what happened.
Yeah, when we're doing a record, that's just exactly what it is. We're doing a record. When we're on the road, that's what we're doing. We're on the road. We're performing the records. We just take the live show so seriously that we just become consumed by it and try to beat it all the time.
Yeah,
and just make it better.
Look, I bled.
From the show? Or?
Yeah. And then when we're in the studio, it's just about the creative process. So it's just not, for me and him, conducive, on the road.
Some people can do that.
If I get an idea, I'm not going to let it go.
Okay. Do you listen to the stuff that Eric writes on the road?
I've listened to a few things, but for the most part, he keeps them a secret until he's ready to show them to us.
Yeah.
He's kind of,
he's kind of a private dude.
He doesn't want to. He's real meticulous because he has a producer's mind, and he can play multiple instruments, and he's just, he's a fabulous singer, and so when he's ready to show me, he'll show me.
Yeah, because Eric joined the band later, right?
Mm-hmm. He's the newest member of the band. Yeah.
In what way did he influence the sound of Shinedown?
It's yet to be seen, because he wasn't on this last record. He came after we
maybe
recorded this record.
on the live show he does some new stuff.
Absolutely. His
live,
bass skills are ridiculous. He does some crazy
stuff. It's gonna be a very intense process. The next record.
Being part of the rhythm section with him, I'm the drummer. Playing with him is a lot of fun on stage, because Brent tends to talk quite a bit, so we have a lot of time to kind of noodle around and then play off each other behind him while he's talking about songs and everything else. Noodle. And we have fun. I mean, he just comes up with really cool things, and we already are feeding off each other very well. So even though he's the newest member, I feel like we've played together forever. And we met him we were demoing stuff for the Sound of Madness in his studio in South Carolina. So. It's going to be interesting.
Okay.
The hard thing is going to get him to let go, because he is super, super meticulous and anal-retentive. Really bad.
We wouldn't have him any other way.
Okay. No, I'm curious, and
it's going to be fun.
Yes. Thanks for your time.
No, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.